jump across.
Right.
Just toss it. Just push it right up.
Live. I'm Andrea Fasano. We have a lot of fun, good stuff going on today. We're live at the LiveView booth here in Central Hall at the Las Vegas Convention Center for NAB, the National Association of Broadcasters. And right now with me is Chris from LiveView and Justin from Twitch. Hello, guys.
Good evening.
How are we doing here? We're day 3.
Day 3,
Lots
we've made
of
it.
excitement still going on.
Yes, lots of tired feet.
Yes, very, very tired feet.
Lots of tired
You
feet.
need comfy shoes to do this show.
Oh, yes, but no, it's been great. It's been a
is
wonderful
good.
show.
And we are talking all things IRL, right? It is huge right now. I know, Justin, you have a heck of a lot to say about that. I had an interview with Alex, the #1 Alex on Twitch. Really fun interview. If you haven't seen that, go check it out on LiveView's Facebook, facebook.com/LiveView. And
LiveView.fans.
LiveView.fans. I got there 7 different ways, so I'm sure you guys can too. So, Justin, tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah. So IRL is this new crazy exploding thing on Twitch, which is traditionally a video game platform. But yeah, it turns out the guys who've been playing games all day want to be able to share their lives too. Who knew? So I've been working on these crazy technologies, like along with LiveView, to kind of just give them like a sustainable, something they can like believe in, broadcasting backpack. And like, yeah, it's one of the people you said, like #1 Alex was one of like the first guys to have it and run around with it. Yeah, it's been kind of insane.
And it is amazing for me to see that and meet him. I mean, I was literally part of his IRL streaming.
It's pretty wild.
It really is wild. I mean, I compared it to the movie The Circle. He didn't even see it, which is really funny because he's like, we don't watch movies. I just play
That's
games.
a movie? I'm sorry.
And, yeah, exactly. I mean, for anyone else who saw it, you understand it's just having a camera on you literally all day long. I thought maybe he does it for an hour. He said he does it like up to 13 hours a day.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like when I was first building the backpack out, these guys were telling me I want to be out in Tokyo, in China, for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Like straight outside, don't need anything else. And that's what we kind of did. Like,
Yeah,
the solo ended up working out.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And so the core of the backpack that you built is the solo platform. So we've got a solo here. Gunrun put together a really super cool backpack that you can...
Wish I had it on me. Yep.
It's okay. It's all right.
Gunrun is also Justin, just for anybody who
Sorry.
doesn't know
Sorry.
that.
AKA Gunrun, AKA Justin.
Handles,
right.
names,
Chris is
names,
right.
handles. You know, it's
That's
all
normal for me. Sorry, guys.
So the solo is the core of the technology, and with the 4 connections, you're able to bond that together, which is great. And we've actually got a couple of clips that we showed from a session earlier. So the first clip that we've got here is a clip of people IRLing down a tubing run.
Yeah, so one of our partners, IKLU, over from France, took the backpack and was able to bring it onto a tube run over in like this winter resort. So the connection was stable the entire way down, and which is in fact like it's an amazing, fantastic experience for these guys. Like they had their cell phones out, they were able to talk to their chat room people, and they were telling them like, hey, you got to check this out. I've been to this resort before. Like, let's go tubing, and here's some money. Hopefully that motivates you.
So
and it worked out.
And another one, and I found this one very interesting earlier today, was sushi.
Yeah. So a couple of
Who doesn't love sushi?
No, everyone, right?
Yeah, so a couple of our partners down
Unless
in LA.
you have an allergy, you love sushi.
Everyone loves sushi. So a couple of partners in LA, they went and gave their backpack to a sushi chef and actually had him first person prepare this the actual food. And we got to see this unique first-person sushi experience.
So were people in the chat like, I want a dragon roll, can you make a dragon roll next?
Yeah, they were asking for where is this? Like, how can we meet this guy too? I want sushi prepared just like this. And yeah, it was fantastic. People started learning where the restaurant was. People were, it ended up being a great opportunity and maybe something that they'll continue to do into the future.
I think it is so amazing because there is sometimes just so much that you can share with photos. And then sometimes with video, when it's not live, the moment's over. It's past. And so to have this ability using live view is such an integration and really changes the game for many Twitch users and viewers.
Yeah, it's just changed it so much. Like now people are considering buying this backpack instead of a $2,000 gaming PC now that they know what they can do with it. Like that's kind of like where the price point is too, by the way. Backpack, Gunrun.tv, $1,800. But yeah, I wish I could sell this. Anyway, like yeah, it's an amazing like piece of art what the Solo has been able to do for us. Like when I got it, I was able to find out, we can use the Ethernet, we can use the Wi-Fi. It's not just those 2 modems. We can get 4 working on this thing at this price, and now we're just running around with it.
And anywhere in the world, you can get modems that would work with the Solo, and so it is a truly international product. So if you're an IRL streamer, you can start in the United States. You use Unlimitedville?
Correct, yeah. So Unlimitedville's been our carrier for like the US, giving us like true unlimited data for Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, all of them. But also, yeah, we reach out to you guys too to figure out what works internationally, seeing what works in China and Beijing, looking at crazy places like Uganda soon. Like, who knows where it will go?
Wow.
And we'll find the carrier in Uganda. I'm sure we've
Can't
got
wait.
one.
Hope so.
Or you bring them there. You know what I'm saying?
You wanna come
Someone
along?
will move.
Yeah, I'll go to
just
Uganda.
To get
All right,
there,
let's go.
I don't know that they're going to let me
Chris is
leave,
going.
but I'll go to Uganda. No problem. If my wife's watching right now, she's not going to let me go to
boy.
Uganda, but
Aw.
that's okay.
Hey, special vacation. It's
Yeah,
just
Uganda.
you
We'll
stay
get you a
there, right?
channel. We'll see how many subscribers we get.
Yeah,
All right,
there we go.
1,000 subs. All right, here we go, guys.
So this is our Going Rogue segment, you guys. We've been here for 3 days. We've had a lot of talk about mobile live streaming. I want to go rogue and talk about Gunrun. Where did you get that name? And tell us a little bit about your background with it.
It's a weird story, but like I've been using the Gunrun name since I was like 13. I used to be a video game modder. I made the game. I made the name up when I was playing the game Neopets on the web browser. Okay, there's one fan, but I just maintained it through all these years, and it's just kind of stuck along. I would have gone by Justin when I first got my first job, but my first job was at Justin.tv, so it became really confusing. I was sitting next to Justin Kahn, the Justin, so I was like, okay, screw it. I'm Gunrun now. This is what I go by on Twitter or whatever. Just call me this forever, and that's kind of just how it stuck.
That's wild.
It is wild.
Yep.
And talk about the backpack. Because we don't have it here, we can still talk about it a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
What
So-
is the... there we go.
So you can see it on the site there a little bit.
Your Gunrun website.
Yeah, so the backpack itself, you have a live view in there. You have like a little Sony like action camera like mounted on your shoulder, or you can take it off as a selfie stick. The basics, it goes for 12 hours. You have a really nice wide angle view of the world, and it gives you like a really unique like POV.
And it's first person.
Oh yeah, first person. So like you saw with a sushi chef, you can just take it out anywhere. Take it out dirt, bike riding, whatever.
And how much does that weigh?
It's like actually not that heavy. It's like 8-9 pounds.
Wow.
And yeah, it lasts the entire time. It's been such a fun combo.
So tell me how you're liking NAB.
Oh man, NAB. So this is probably like my fourth time out here. First time doing like this kind of style interview. It's been really fun. And this year's probably like my most favorite because I have the backpack now. I discovered Live View from NAB actually. So when I was out here walking around, like, maybe there's got to be something I can do like bonded LTE. Like I kind of remember the Live View brand from like ages ago. Like, there's a booth here. Let's see what's up. And yeah, just.
And now we have a solo
Hard to-
product that's less than $1,000.
Yeah, like walking by here, saw the LE200s, like, that'd be nice if it was cheaper, and kind of worked out.
It did. Yeah, no, and we just launched the Solo HDMI, which, so we have 2 models of Solo. We get the Solo HDMI and the Solo SDI, and there's a $500 price difference between them. So you still have the option of using professional cameras and whatnot. We do have one more clip that was pretty cool that you showed me earlier today that I want to play here, which is the helicopter clip, because this actually has this IRL streamer has a switcher with them?
Yeah. So this is a great segue. We have the SlingStudio in their backpack, and they're actually using this to switch between multiple shots on their helicopter. So they have like a nice like super high-end camera, and also like their cell phones. And what's cool about the cell phone feature on there, we're able to bring audio from their what would we call it, the radio
headsets,
inside.
yeah.
Because like the helicopter is so loud, you need those headsets to talk to each other.
Oh yeah.
So
If
they're
you've ever
mixing
been on a
audio.
helicopter, you can't hear anything unless you're
What?
wearing that headset.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you got the picture-in-picture there too, and it's amazing because like the Solo was able to get us a stable connection all the way up in a helicopter above Sydney. So this was a couple weeks ago on Raynad's channel, one of our big streamers. And,
Amazing.
And that's all with the LiveView Solo.
That's with the LiveView Solo and
Yep,
the Sling
and
Studio
accompanied
as
with
the
the Sling.
switcher.
Unbelievable.
So I've been tossing stuff together, and these are one of the guys who've been able to like use what I've learned from NAB, and all you guys too.
Wow. And you know what, Chris, you just brought up the Sling Studio. That's who we have coming up after this. Before we go to these guys, Gunrun, I want to talk to you. You've been using the Sling Studio and the LiveView stuff together.
Yep.
Tell us about your experience with that lately.
Oh, yeah, like when these guys came up to us, they just told me like they want to do some insane broadcasting with multiple cameras and also broadcast it live somehow and be able to walk around like Chile and like Sydney, and like, oh, I have these two products in my lab. Let's see if we can combine them together. So I made a backpack for the LiveView like I normally do, and then found like a nice way to do it with the Sling as well. Has the DC outs too, works for my battery, and I was able to like fuel it the entire time.
But in Japan, you guys had, what was your recent application?
Oh, we also found a fun application with the Sling Studio alone, which was the...
That's what it was.
We worked with this like idle incubator called Deer Stage in Akihabara in Tokyo, Japan. And they ended up using the Sling Studio for like a couple of their events. So, yeah, if you want to check that out, twitch.tv/deerstage.
DEER.
DEAR stage.
Got it.
So, yep. Idle Girls, Japan. Yep.
But it's really cool because you were saying you were even using the cell phones and the audio from the cell phones. I love that
so
story.
That was fantastic.
You have to explain that.
So because of the Sling Studio being able to pull in audio sources from different devices, some of those devices can be your mobile phone. So we were actually bringing up the audio in the crowd of mobile phones we had with the app running, and we were able to get like the crowd noise. And like that's the thing about Japanese like J-pop groups. Like it's all about like those crowds, the things that they're shouting out, and we were able to pull all of that in and was able to stream it out. Yep.
Way cool.
Really incredible stuff.
Right? All right, so we have just a couple of minutes left, and we're going to take a question from someone in the chat room. It's Russell, and he wants to know what kind of modems do you suggest using with the Solo?
So right now...
Oh, he's all over
my
it.
bad.
I love it.
No.
Yes.
Please, by all means.
Sorry. So right now in the backpack, we're using the modems that come with Unlimitedville. So Unlimitedville, when you would buy like a red plan, which is like the Verizon plan, it would come in with a jetpack. And luckily, all those modems just interface with the LiveView directly through the USB port. So just kind of look up what's compatible and toss them in if you don't have anything
We
already.
do have a help article online as well that will
you go.
direct you actually. So in the U.S., you can, we support Franklin modems from Sprint and the Huawei, which works with T-Mobile, the Verizon U730L, and the Franklin Wireless for Sprint. And so we have all of those model numbers and the links to buy them in the Solo Portal help site. So our customers are able to find them without a problem.
And where can they find that?
Solo.liveview.tv. So that's the portal address, and in there you'll find the help docs.
And where can they find us right now?
Facebook.com/liveview.fans.
There we go. Facebook.com/liveview.fans. Justin, anything else from you before we cut to break?
Thanks for having me, guys. If you want to learn more about the backpack, add me on Twitter @thegunrun. All right.
And any comments on you?
No,
as far
I'm
as
good.
IRL?
This is the thank you for everything, Justin. It's been fabulous. It's been a really cool week introducing people to IRL here. Justin introduced me to IRL a year ago.
Really?
At a meeting in San Francisco. We're sitting there. I remember this meeting clear as the light of day, and I'm like, what is this guy talking about? And look at us now. We're,
Yeah, we're here at NAB.
See,
We're here at NAB
your mind
talking
was
about
blown
IRL.
too, so I don't feel so bad. That's so incredible. All right, so much more coming to you here live from the LiveView booth at Central Hall at NAB in beautiful Las Vegas. We have the Sling Studio guys coming up after this with some other special guests, so don't go anywhere.
This is SlingStudio, the first affordable live streaming multi-camera platform, an all-in-one wireless solution that's portable and easy to use. 100% battery operated, SlingStudio requires no extra cables, external power, router, or network. The SlingStudio Camera Link wirelessly connects to virtually any camera on set at distances up to 300 feet. Setup is no sweat, taking minutes, not hours. From simply using a smartphone to taking advantage of up to 10 wireless sources, SlingStudio has a vast array of connecting options designed to best fit your production needs. Whichever way you choose to connect, all sources are instantaneously available on the SlingStudio console app. Intuitively designed for the most dynamic live directing program with features like custom graphic and video imports, live switching transitions, picture-in-picture, and more. Live streaming capabilities let you share directly to Facebook, YouTube, or any RTMP destination. Every recording is stored on a single SD card. All files automatically sync and timecode with SlingStudio's Adobe Premiere Pro extension and Apple Final Cut Pro converter. SlingStudio, the easiest and best solution for live switching, live streaming, and multi-camera production on the market today. This is SlingStudio.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Andrea Fasano, and you're watching us live here at the Live View booth at Central Hall for NAB here in beautiful Las Vegas. So exciting to be here for day 3. And this is our Going Rogue segment. This is our second half. It's late in the day here, and right now joining me is Ben and Claudia from Live View, as well as Jeff from SlingStudio. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Jeff lost his voice a little bit. He's going to have to get that microphone right in there because he's got a heck of a lot of information for us. Yeah. And I want to hear everything you're saying, and I want everyone out there to hear you. But so we're going to excuse him. But
yeah, well, I was going to say, I'll set it up a little bit.
There we go.
And no, even though I am losing my voice, no one's ever accused me of being
dry
too
in the
quiet.
desert here.
Yeah, what did she say?
It's dry.
Yeah, no, I've never been accused of being too quiet.
Too low.
Throughout the day, we've been teasing about what we're doing together with Sling. And in fact, I think I did a little post to the SlingStudio user group. We've been sharing it with our solo users. We've got 2 products. People have heard a lot about Solo, hopefully a lot about SlingStudio, that work really great together, that help us go rogue. I would like to kick it over to Jeff from Sling to actually explain what is SlingStudio.
Sure. Absolutely. So SlingStudio is really the industry first wireless and portable video production solution. It fits in a backpack. We even actually sell a backpack under SlingStudio.
A lot about backpacks today.
Yeah. I know, a lot of backpacks.
It's portable, it's easy.
A lot
and
of
this
backpacks.
is it right here.
So here it is, SlingStudio. It's, like I said, it's portable. So if you connect the battery to SlingStudio, you can take it to the top of the ski slopes. During the Olympics, you could have taken it to the top of the downhill race, plug it into the battery. You don't need power, external power. You don't need a network because it creates its own network, and it can connect up to 10 cameras. And the cameras can be virtually any type of camera. It could be a camcorder, it could be a DSLR, it could be an action cam, it could be even a phone. So imagine they're up on the slopes. If they have a live view, I would assume they would have a live view modem, then they could also stream, and then it could have one camera on the skier, one camera on the coach, because you can take the cameras wirelessly and move them up to 300 feet away from the hub. So imagine having 10 cameras up on top of the mountain covering that. You can, so the ease of use and the setup is just a few minutes.
It's essentially a multi-camera studio.
Exactly.
In a box, because everyone's cell phone becomes a camera source that can be switched.
Exactly.
And the beauty part about working with the Solo, as you mentioned, is that's also portable, but that now adds the bandwidth in order to take all of those multiple camera sources and transmit them out to your online destination when you are remote. Because everyone was asking, well, what is Solo and why would I want it with Sling? And some people were saying, well, why would I want Sling with the Solo? Well, with the Solo, you could only have one camera source going in. If you add a Sling onto it, you can have up to 10 to switch in between. With the Sling, you have this great network together to switch, but if you're in a remote location like on top of the ski slope, you need the bandwidth. So they really go well together for this sort of pop-up studio anywhere.
They're best friends.
Yeah.
And you talk about switching. Let's go a little further and discuss how that happens. It's
Sure.
iOS based.
So it allows you to use an iPad or a Mac as your console and easily switch from camera 1 to camera 2. Switch, you can add graphics, your custom graphics. You can add video imports, custom video files. You can switch them. You can do split screen. You can do picture-in-picture. You can do even instant replay. So all the things that you want to be able to do while you're live editing, switching the cameras, streaming with live view to any service, because there's custom RTMP as well as YouTube and Facebook, and as well as simultaneously to other services with other partners. And you can do that with the ease of use, because we have customers that are churches and with high school, that folks that have never even heard of a video switcher, and it takes them 5 minutes to use it. It's
I think
incredible.
that's a good point. You just brought up that is a hub. There is no switcher. It's all virtual. It's all application based. So there is no switcher. I was just about to mention a brand name, which I really don't want to. But the reason why Andy was saying the studio going rogue is our studio is being remotely produced. So we have multiple packs feeding multiple camera feeds back to a home production studio in Phoenix, which is great. It is ideal. You don't have to bring the production studio on site. This is another element even more mobile from that. This is having the SlingStudio available. Any iPhone, any camera can instantly become a camera source to switch between, and you still have the bandwidth capabilities to stream anywhere. And now it truly does all fit inside one backpack. So our whole studio here
amazing part.
could be inside a backpack.
So let me ask. So I do a lot of kind of mid-level prosumer kinds of productions. I do a lot of like TriCaster production. I do a lot of Blackmagic type stuff. What kinds of people would want to use SlingStudio compared to me? They're very different kinds of production. So what's kind of the dream people that would want to use SlingStudio compared to other kind of production suites?
It ranges. Like I said, it's as simple as churches and schools, but even network TV channels, broadcasters use it today for their social type of media, whether it's a press interview. Some networks actually use it in their studio, and they switch and they stream live the first 10 minutes of their TV show. And then later they do post-production and they show the full show on traditional TV. We have Kevin Hart using it for his LOL network. Sirius Radio use it for their Super Bowl Radio Row interviews. It's just a variety of folks. A lot of professional teams use it. A lot of colleges and high schools. Clemson uses it for their social media. So it's hard to say. It's not just one.
Yeah.
It
Because
ranges
I think
all the
one
way.
of the things we didn't show, we were talking about iPhone, and you sort of get this like social community type idea. There are devices that come with the SlingStudio setup that allow you to connect cameras. So you actually can have broadcast quality camera sources talk to this as well.
They're called
So
the
let me-
camera links.
Yes.
So I don't know if we have the picture of. I did a shoot in Atlanta. I actually used a live view to stream it, but I used a TriCaster for the actual production. If we have the picture, it's basically me attempting to get through the TSA with what amounts to what they really should have pulled me over and arrested me for, just with all the wires and the thing. I need reliability in broadcasting. I need to know that all of my signals are good. And wireless is kind of something that I haven't really had an opportunity to deal with because I'm a little afraid personally. So SlingStudio, my understanding is it's incredibly strong and robust because it is the wireless unit for the production.
Yeah, so inside the SlingStudio here, the hub, is a wireless access point at 5 gigahertz, not to talk about tech, but 5 gigahertz, and it rides above the consumer-grade wireless spectrum.
So it's not at the same, it's not going to interfere with, grandma's wireless network.
That's why it works. That's why it works at NAB, because as we said, NAB is the noisiest place in the entire world. And so you can use that camera link, as you mentioned. For example, at the World Series Division III game, they placed a camera link and a camera in the center field, 400 feet away. That's what makes it a great product. It's the high value because you can set the cameras anywhere you want. Normally, if you tried to cable that out there, it would take you a couple of days. It's just unheard of. So it allows you to do those types of events because of the camera link ability to do 300 feet.
Has anyone done anything like particularly unique to kind of do something with it that wasn't like the initial intent of it? Has anyone, like someone like Justin creating the backpack? Is there any like really cool things?
Things come to mind. So we have a race car driver with the SlingStudio in the race car with the battery pack. and 4 different cameras driving 120 miles per hour.
What can go
in
wrong?
Sonoma. What could go wrong? Luckily, nothing did go wrong, and they were able to stream to YouTube and be able to do that going 120 miles per hour. We have folks using it. We partnered with DJI, so it was a pretty cool event. We have multiple drones, 3 drones up in the air, doing a thermal camera of this simulated fire with firemen, and then we had ground cameras showing the drones in the air. So it really allows you to have these new kind of cutting edge types of videos.
Definitely out of the box. I'm so glad you brought up the race car driving. Thank you, Ben, because I wanted you to bring that up. We are live on Facebook, and
we're actually in a race car.
We're in a
Yes.
race car.
car.
We wish
Yes.
you were in a race car going 120. Are you kidding? Hey, that exists here in Vegas, so we could do that after. We could test it out. So, tomorrow, next NAB. So we have a live chat, and Vince not only says that SlingStudio is bomb, so you have that confirmation right there.
Now that I really can't take through an airport.
No. But Russell, who is very engaging in our chat, wanted to know how mobile it is with the 300-foot radius. How does that
Pull
work
the backpack
with you?
over.
So I think that's a really good explanation, and hopefully, Russell, that answers your question. But if there's any other examples like that of how you can move the Solo and the SlingStudio together. And yeah, maybe we could.
I don't know
talk
what
through
the angle
pieces,
is there.
too.
I'm not a Vanna White.
Well, here's the camera link. So it's extremely mobile because if you connect the battery pack to that and the live view modem.
Let's put it over here so they can see
Yes.
it close.
So the live
Yes.
view unit,
Yes. The Solo.
which the Solo unit connects via HDMI to the tower, but it all fits inside the SlingStudio backpack.
Right.
And then the cameras that you're attached to are mobile. The cell phones that are all switching are mobile. So it's fairly one contained unit, right? I mean,
absolutely.
it's as mobile as the battery lasts.
And because the cameras are wireless enabled by this camera link, you can move the cameras anywhere. Again, 300 feet from this. And this is mobile too because it's battery operated. So take it anywhere.
Okay, so now Victor wants to know, can you transmit to one service with Solo and another with SlingStudio at the same time?
You actually could because the HDMI out of that goes to live view, right? And then live view streams to a service.
So what live view does is it takes the switched feed from the SlingStudio, the finished product. If you've laid graphics, you're switching. And what LiveView does is actually bonds multiple cellular connections together so you have a fat, robust connection as you're moving around.
I love the way you describe that. Ben, you're all over it.
I know. And that dynamically adapts as you're moving around in environments like this. And through the Solo portal, you set your destination. So what you would do is either go to a single destination like your YouTube page. You can actually go through the Solo portal. We integrate with a variety of partners with a one-touch integration. So you link your Switchboard Live account, your RealStream.io account, and through those services, it will multi-publish out to multiple destinations at the same time. And then I think for you were saying you can broadcast from the SlingStudio. Where we see the benefit working together is you're not just using one connection. So if you're static using Sling, I think it's a phenomenal setup. By adding that Solo onto it, now you can take this out into the world, into any environment, and be streaming while you're roaming the halls here. You could be streaming and have multiple people following that person with their cell phones and get different camera angles and not have to worry about losing that signal or connectivity.
Yeah,
Right.
Unbelievable. And from what you were just talking about, to not forget that you can go to up to 10 outputs, and 10 sources, 10
10
cameras.
outputs.
I mean, honestly, that
That's
was one of the.
unbelievable.
There's a couple questions that people always ask us once they start using Solo and they're going live from anywhere. They get super excited about it. They always want to enhance their stream. Couple of questions always are, oh, we'd love to throw a logo on. Graphics are super important. So big teaser, we also are launching and showing here at NAB our integrated graphics with the Solo portal. The other is, can we multi-publish? Can we syndicate to different destinations? But the other, and this is not in priority, question you always get when someone finally is going live with high quality single camera is, but I want to do multiple camera now. I want to be able to switch. I want to be able to do talkbacks. I want to have picture-in-picture. And that's where we were so excited about this partnership with Sling, about being able to bundle our two products together, because now we get to basically hand that off to the customer, and for a very affordable entry cost, you can really go live from anywhere and do that without a huge crew,
Yes.
without a broadcast
Yes.
engineering degree,
Yes.
you know, without complicated
Or you could still
software.
hire me with a broadcast engineering degree.
Right.
You
Don't take
still-
away my jobs. You're killing me.
I'm not taking away your job, because as evidenced by my attempts to do it, you're still sitting here, okay? You're still doing it for me.
But that's true. That's actually a really good point
Yeah.
too. That it's something that you're learning. You know, you can learn along with the process, and I think we all know that schooling can take you so far until you actually apply yourself and apply it and get to know how to use it.
Exactly.
You become pretty adept at it really quickly, and I
Yeah.
think it's amazing. And these days, people are thinking really outside of the box and want to do some incredible things, and there's no limits here.
You're absolutely right. I mean, I think having Justin talk about what's going on with IRL, hearing the unique applications that Jeff was talking about, we know of a Sling customer that goes live while he's skateboarding. So there are literally people running around. They can get pretty far behind and away from him because of the range of this. And he has a solo clip to his belt, and he's broadcasting out.
Wow.
I mean, there's no limits to what people can do. The only limit is what more they want to do, and coming back to vendors like us to say, okay, we want more features, we want more
And
capabilities.
every time there is a limit, every year at NAB, we
Yeah.
just see it get blown away
It's
somehow.
crazy.
I mean, internet limit, gone.
Mm-hmm.
Multi-camera remote, gone.
You took us through the Facebook Pavilion, and there was a lot of new tech up there that just eliminated the complexity.
What I love about the Facebook Pavilion, too, I don't know if it's intended to be this way, but there's booths there that the next year end up on the main floor because they're
Exactly.
graduating from the Facebook
grow.
Pavilion
Exactly.
and moving onto the big leagues, even though they're all
Exactly.
still big league companies.
So, Jeff, talk us through. This is basically a la carte. So I want to know what the products cost. Go through each.
Sure,
there's-
sure,
I
thank
mean,
you.
even the backpack, SlingStudio designed.
Yes, we did. So the SlingStudio by itself is $999. The battery pack is $150. The camera link, if you need that second and third camera, because one camera can connect via HDMI into that, just the cost of a cable. And then the second camera is $349, the camera link. The USB-C adapter to allow you to connect to Ethernet and have a USB 3.0 drive is $49, and the backpack is $199. And the software is free. It's not just the Mac console and the iPad, and then you can use Android phone or iOS phone. We've also partnered with Apple and Adobe for Premiere Pro and Final Cut extensions. So you can still stream, but you can record all of the ISOs. You can
Oh, that's
all of
cool.
the program, the audio, 7 files simultaneously. You can take your SD card out. You can take your USB drive. You plug it into a PC. You do a couple clicks. It automatically aligns all the ISOs, the switches, the transitions, the graphics. It's done. And then you can even swap in your 4K and ProRes. So you can create a 4K within a few minutes. And then I'll just give a little teaser because coming soon, we're going to add tagging. So tagging is, mark in, mark out, also mark out with a tail, and we have instant replay, so that will allow you to create these highlights after you've streamed the event. You want to have highlights, so you just tap, 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 highlights, you're done. You have all the highlights you want.
You have instant replay now?
Yes, we have instant replay now.
What?
Yes. Yes.
That's huge.
Yes.
So funny, because I was going to say going rogue. In the theme of going rogue here, what's coming up for SlingStudio? You guys are not a startup company. You've been around. Sling's been around. So
I've
what's
been
coming
using,
up? What's next?
I guess you're one of your sister companies, Slingbox. I've been using.
Well, actually, the genesis of SlingStudio is Slingbox. So Slingbox, as you know, for 13 years, we've been streaming over the internet, over Wi-Fi, HD content, and we've used that technology as part of, this is actually a portable, battery-operated, small form factor Slingbox. And that Slingbox technology has allowed us to have a robust wireless connection. We're part of Dish, so we're not really a startup. We're part of Dish Network, and so we're just
That little milk-like
that little company. Yeah.
That's cool, because I was saying, I grew up on Slingbox. Like, that was the way I watched TV on my phone.
For the last 5 years, thanks, Ben. Grew up.
Yes, I know. I'm 12 years old.
Claudia,
But, like,
thank goodness
I would use
for you.
Slingbox, especially like when I lived in Los Angeles. I'm a big Saturday Night Live fan, and I had to watch it at 11:35 every night, like exactly when it aired live. And it was my East Coast feed that I was able to get. And it's so cool for me that it just, as I'm a TV guy, it's the same thing that's powering what has powered my entertainment for the last couple of years. So cool.
Well done.
So I do encourage, because I know this is probably an introduction to Sling and a very quick one. There's a
Getting
ton
to
more
know
information.
you.
We also are lucky in that we have a lot of partners that know a lot about our products, both together and combined. So I do encourage you to both check out myslingstudio.com as well as gosolo.tv to learn a little bit more. But we are also going to tease about the fact that we have partnered up to make sure that somebody could actually buy this whole kit, walk away, and be able to do a multi-camera live stream production like what we're doing right here for less than $3,000. Yes. It's a special bundle that we've worked up with our big partners, Broadfield Distributors. I don't know if we can cut to the high and wide shot and see the guys and the team. They can wave. These are the guys. They'll answer the phone. Broadfield.com. Starting tomorrow, seriously, it's well under $3,000. It's very exciting to say that you can get it. You can get it from a great partner who can also teach you all about it, give a great demo, answer all your questions. I mean, we've barely tipped the iceberg. I look forward to doing some more stuff with Jeff. We actually met at South by Southwest doing a multi-camera live stream in a space the size of a shoebox.
That is a really
Yes, it was.
small place to do a
I
shoot.
learned
I'll be
so
honest.
much about the products and features through that. Everything from how the microphones follow the camera or how you can route it through. I mean, it's amazing what you can do mobile with very little gear. At the end of the day, the Solo is the simplest part of it all because it's literally you get all of this great stuff in one pack or through one application, and then you don't have to worry about how it's getting to your destination. You know it's going to look good on the other end. You know it's not going to be pixelated or bomb out. So then people are really getting creative. So maybe at some point we get a chance to get on a show together again and really talk about that creativity.
We'll find a place bigger than a shoebox.
Or we get Ben to play with it because he is a bit of our guinea pig most of the time.
I've never actually used the SlingStudio, and I'm excited to play around with it. It's because I'm doing a lot more kinds of productions where I do just need to run somewhere and do something where I don't have the time, effort, and also ability to put together a whole wired setup. There's times where I have literally 10 minutes before a show. I do the show I work on, Star Talk Radio. We do a lot of panels at like convention centers, Comic-Cons, and I have no time to set up all my cameras and do a stream. Now, LiveView in the first place has allowed me to do live streaming, and I've done that in the past year. But I've always wanted multicam. I like multicam. Close-ups look good when they're not of me. So I could see this just gunning, popping these cameras down and being ready to go right away with them.
Well, and instantly like that, just grabbing your phone and using a great stabilizer. Now all of a sudden you have yet another camera angle and another camera angle. You'd almost pull in other people from the audience to participate. Yeah. This is super cool.
Yeah.
So again, I know there's probably lots of questions. We encourage you to keep asking them on the Facebook feed. We will get back to you and answer them. But definitely go to myslingstudio.com. I know there's smart people on the other end that'll answer those questions.
Smarter than me.
Yes. You can go to gosolo.tv and definitely ask us any of your questions there. Feel free to add more to the comments and we'll get back to you. But definitely check out broadfield.com tomorrow for the special bundle offer. I think everyone who's been looking at either product but has been wavering, not sure how can I go live remote?
Just do it.
How can I do multicam? This is a great chance to really get your feet wet and go crazy. So
Yeah, and like you said, with the price point already what it is, and now to have a bundle deal on it is absolutely amazing.
I would
Jeff,
not have done good on the Price is Right if the thing were these two
yes,
things together.
Right. And to put your
guessing
whole
the
studio
price.
together, exactly. Jeff, thank you so much. Jeff from Sling Studio, thank you for being here.
It's been a pleasure.
I hope you rest that voice, man.
One more
And
day, you got this.
Once again, it's Ben and Claudia from
Hi,
LiveView.
everybody.
We are at the end of day 3 of NAB. I'm Andrea Fasano. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like she said, thank you for your questions. Keep asking them. Someone will get back to you. And so much more coming to you tomorrow from day 4 at NAB here in Las Vegas. Have a great night.